Is it actually like? It's not actually like Vesuvius, where like your MC mob like gets a portion of your like resistance. Is it?
Not that I know of.
Okay. I was gonna say otherwise. Let's actually buff.
Alright, I am now ready. Sorry about that delay. I should have been more prepared. I will
go ahead.
Move the king for you if you like. Or sorry, the pawn in front of the king. I know someone else likes to be the king.
Yep, whoever's going to be the king, talk to him now.
There's nobody on him right now. This is the same as happened last week. Nobody.
Right, I will be the king. But somebody's going to have to move the pawn in front of the left bishop first. Thank you. Alright, here we go.
Greetings. Be careful.
I like seeing the queen. It's like the only fight I get to DPS.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Sounds fine. Sounds fine.
Any back pieces reserved? Knights or healer? I'll be a healer. Where's the healer reserved?
I can be I can be one of the healers. I can be something.
I'll be a horsey.
Sounds fine.
I'm a horsey.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Let's see.
Certainly.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
No matter.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Alright, our king's taking some damage.
I can't cast that.
I'm gonna kill some of these guys.
I can't cast that
King
yet.
again.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that
Perhaps
yet.
a
That
change
spell isn't
is
ready
in
yet.
order.
That's still recharging.
Sounds
I can't
fine.
cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell
Sounds
isn't
fine.
ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That
Any
spell
heals
isn't ready
available?
yet. I can't cast that yet. That
Mine's
spell
still
isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Now,
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell
running
isn't ready
away.
yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't
Sounds
ready
fine.
yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Certainly.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready
Sounds
yet.
fine.
I can't cast that yet.
No
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That
their
spell isn't
healer
ready
will be
yet.
fine.
That's still recharging.
Kill their healer
I
and
can't
they're-
cast that yet. That spell isn't ready
Wheels have
yet.
begun
That's
to
still
turn.
recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
One must
I
not
can't
become
cast
too
that yet. That's still
complacent.
recharging.
Healer's almost dead.
That spell isn't
Sounds
ready yet.
fine.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready
About to
yet.
die.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
No matter.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Their
That
warlock's
spell isn't
almost
ready
dead.
yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still still recharging.
Do you want me to go
I can't
jump
pass
into a
that
pawn and get
That
to the end of the
spell
board
isn't
so we
ready
can swap
yet.
pieces, or
That's
does that not work at this
There's no
stage?
more
Can't
pieces.
pass that yet.
There's no
That
more
spell
pieces.
isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
No, he's saying
We
move pawn to the end.
When a
Upgrade
pawn
will
gets to
be
the end, it
I can't pass that
upgrades.
yet. That spell isn't
in
ready
real
yet.
chess. I don't think that
That's still
happens.
recharging.
I think it does.
All according to
Oh, does it?
I'm gonna try it, see what happens.
Yeah, give it a try.
Assuming we don't win first.
Can I
Oh, wait,
help you?
someone's
Yeah,
already
you're gonna
there.
kill him first.
No mind.
Yeah, it's like I'm on the elemental, or the key.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Sounds fine.
He did.
Nice
No
heals.
mind what's not become the purpose. Will do. The transplaced strand concentration is all it takes.
I can have it. Ring gonna drop. Oh, Lucky, those are some nice legs.
Foolish. Very foolish.
All right, let's wait for loot. Give Chewie a few more minutes while we're pulling trash. We'll buff down here.
We got a minute. Oh no, I'll wait for Luke.
You can't do loot because he wasn't here for the fight.
No, I meant we'll buff during loot, and we'll pull trash, and hopefully Chewie will be logged on by the time we get to Prince.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna start with the mithril chain of heroism. Prio for that is physical DPS. So if you are interested, main spec rolls go now.
Congrats, man.
Congrats. Dun-dun-dun.
Congratulations. Come trade me.
I did it.
Okay, the Pat one is going away right now, so this is prime time to pull. Is everybody ready?
Yes. Stay down here, everybody. Down
Okay,
here.
everybody stay down there. I'm gonna pull the whole thing back. Here they come.
Okay, we're gonna give a long roll on this one because the priority for the Heart Flame leggings is healers. Understand you're busy, so we will give a long roll for this one.
Make sure to turn them away.
These guys are non-taunable, right? So don't pull threat.
Correct. Timing on the pad. He's going to the left. I'll get him when he comes back. Stay there.
Healers, go ahead and main spec roll on the Heart Flame leggings.
Healers that can wear mail.
Yeah, healers can wear mail. That's the key.
Ah,
Like Tesla, right?
Does it?
Yeah, just Tesla.
Take it anyway.
Side grade means off spec roll.
I mean, yeah, we can do off spec.
Incoming. Here it is.
Pretty sure it's the only one that can wear it anyway.
Well, Dynadin could.
That's Dynadin, as I like to say. It's pretty dark with the dinosaurs.
Well, he's
Get in there
referring
and
to the
swipe it.
Because I like
Dim
the ring.
Yeah, it's the Arthur legend.
I don't know that one.
Sir Denethor is one of the knights.
That's my understanding, but it could be a hungry paladin that's waiting for
It
him.
may not be why he's called himself that, but Sir Denethor was it's Arthur anyway.
Tesla?
Everybody up into the next room.
All I I think of is when I hear Didymin is Didymus, and that is from. Anybody name the movie? Before I.
Didymus.
No.
Sir Didymus.
Did I miss? No, I hit him.
I can't call this for sure, but is that a Monty Python reference?
It is not.
Okay, here they come.
Sounds like it should have been.
It should be. It's similar, but not quite. Okay. It is from Labyrinth.
All right.
Really?
Yes, Labyrinth. Didymus. Sir Didymus is the little.
He's the little fox?
Sir Didymus is the guy who rides on the little
dog. Yeah. The fox that rides on
Fox
the dog.
rides
The dog
the
that rides
dog.
So yeah, he's a fox and he rides. That's right.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm not going to be shunned if I say I've never seen Labyrinth.
Yes, you are.
Oh my,
quit right
oh my
now.
god, my soul.
She quit right now.
Get the fuck out of here.
You chose poorly.
I can quote almost any line from Biodome, but I've never seen Labyrinth.
That makes it
Ollie
worse.
Thor and
Like
David
saying that
Bowie
makes
are
it
not
worse.
in the same league.
Bro, just because we're stuck in a bubble doesn't mean we can't cause any trouble.
Yeah, just no.
Those were the good Pauly Shore movies. Oh, did you see
That's
his
an
new one on,
oxymoron.
did you see his new one on Netflix? It was so bad. So bad. House Guest.
Son-in-law is amazing.
Son-in-law's great. Biodome's great. In the Army
What?
is great.
Encino Man.
What are you
Encino
people
Man.
on? Encino Man's like his best reviewed movie on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's like a 40%. Maybe it's a 60. I don't know.
I am not a seed that follows the herd.
I need to target something first.
That sounds like somebody who listens to or who loves bad movies.
Yes, I do love bad movies.
Hey man, to each their own.
Hunter did.
Okay, we're waiting a minute. I'm going to the bathroom. Be right back.
We've got another hunter. We should pull him in.
Yep, we're going to as soon as Nert's back.
So we
Oh,
actually
Radius
have
can move him.
a couple. Yeah. We has a couple. So let me see. Let me get my full list of bench people up right now. So we have to choose from. If we're doing a direct hunter for hunter swap, we have Arnest and we have Malchezaar. Both are on bench right now.
Okay.
You
Is
wanna
there
have-
any guidance as to priority?
Let me see what the rotation looks like.
And I'm already with Convert. I heard him possibly saying, "Do either of them already have the bow from Prince?"
No, I know. I was just
Oh, okay.
one of them have priority on raid.
So Kara rotation, they are both hunters. Looks like Malchezaar is higher up on the rotation than Arnest by 1. So technically
Okay.
it would be Malchezaar's turn.
Okay.
Whispering top row Prince. You know, let me see what he thinks.
I'm gonna give it 1 or 2 more minutes because we're still waiting for Nerd and
Okay.
Chewie to tell us
I am
he would
here.
be 20
I
minutes
am back.
late. All right.
Is
I'm gonna
El
wait
Chew on?
60 more seconds.
Okay.
5 minutes after he said he'd be here, and then we'll.
You can go ahead and like pre-type the tell.
That's right. Exactly.
I'm a fast typer. But, shoot, I was saying something and I totally lost that train of thought. Oh well.
Thought died of loneliness. It happens.
I had a mentor once tell me, and I really like this. He goes, you never really lose a thought, they just go into orbit. And some orbits are just a lot bigger than others.
That's true. Ridius, are you able to use your staff to create a portal here again, or does there a cooldown?
It is a 1 minute cooldown, so I
Oh,
think I can
geez.
make it happen.
You can have it. All right. Please do go ahead and invite
Alright,
Malk.
let me go check with him.
So while this is going on, I'm going to get some much needed alcohol.
Please do. So I got an AFK message, but technically for bench credit, you have 5 minutes to respond.
Okay.
Let me ping him in Discord as well, just in case. Hit him on mobile.
Ridius, you gotta have that in hand, right? I'll stand the braces.
No. If it's one you have to... Dude, I'm like the worst enchanter. I have terrible luck with rolls. Like, I rolled 2 on a recipe that dropped last night. Like, I have terrible luck. And then the ones that you have to farm, I haven't spent the time to farm them yet.
Look it up.
I might have it. Let me look. Bracer, you said? Bracer stamp?
It would be called Fortitude.
Nope, I do not have Enchant Bracer Fortitude. I have Assault, Brawn, and Deflection. I have Super Stam.
It drops from Coil Fang Oracles, so Steam Bolts.
Actually, let me go back in
What do you need there?
there. Quest item for the Eye Attunement.
I think I need that one too. Calothresh's Trident for the Trial of Strength. Yeah, I need that one too. If we finish early, I'd be up for doing that after.
Man, there's a Dead Mines group getting together. I could be in Dead Mines right now.
That's it, I'm dropping the group.
Yeah.
You could actually be making money selling the Dead Mines run.
Here, we got a little under 2 more minutes to wait for Malk before we go to the next person on the bench.
Just pre-ask him so that we can roll if we need to. We're losing Nightbane time.
Malk isn't responding, is that the deal?
You have 5 minutes from the time we whisper you to respond.
Okay, let's try Arnis.
Yep, I agree. Arnest is in our voice channel, looks like.
Oh, he's here. He's ready. Inviting Arnis.
He's already at the door, frothing at the mouth.
He's like, I'm here. I'm here.
He's Marsh.
Artist, we are on Prince. The Prince is easy because you're ranged. We literally just stand in the doorway and shoot him.
Pew, pew, pew.
Until all shit goes sideways, and then you run around.
Yeah, we totally cheese this boss. You just stand in the doorway and shoot him, and don't move. Your pet might get wasted, but no, actually, where you guys tank him, if you stand in the doorway, you're far enough away from the shadow blast thing that he does that you don't have to worry about it.
Don't you need to go get Arnest?
Oh, yeah. Do I? I thought he was standing at the door. Okay, yeah.
He's in Zengar Marsh.
Let me go get him.
Arnis, can you path to Shat?
Till we meet again.
Okay. Ridius will go there and create a portal for you. Straight to Kara, and then we will summon you up to Prince.
Okay, I get it now. This is why I got the staff.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you got staff because
2D per summon.
Well, I wanted one. We should go back and run it some more.
I do find it quite ironic that the other person we got the staff for, like, literally just dropped that tune and went to go tank.
Yeah.
Should have given it to me. Like I said, I'd still be using it.
Alright,
So,
And is it just me, or should Prince not drop like an awesome hat called the Raspberry Beret?
Absolutely, thank you.
Arnis,
Hey,
meet me over
even
by
on
Spirebank.
the south side.
Don't forget to repair, buy some supplies.
Oh, dude, the bank's not up there. The bank's down here by the Terrace of Light circle. See where I'm at on your map?
All right, has anybody not done this fight before?
Nerd.
Arnest, have you done the Prince fight? Oh, okay. All right. When Arnest gets here, I'll do a recap of the fight.
I've only done it on my tank. I've never done it on my healer.
You can do it on a tank,
This
you can do it on a healer.
Ridius's description was fairly accurate. Your only concern is if whatchamacallit, what are they called again? I always forget the name. Hellfires or no,
Infernals, right?
Infernals. Yeah, if Infernals drop between you and the tank, and then it's tough to get the right healing distance. We might have to rotate out into the open area.
So yeah, this
All right,
is
summon Ridius. Oh, there we go. Go ahead, Convert. Sorry.
I don't have a tank. I was just
Jeez.
mounted.
It's hard to keep track of everybody.
True, there are too many alcoholics. That
Yeah.
is a great word.
I have an add-on called Altaholic just
Yep.
because I'm an Altaholic.
And let's summon Arnost.
I know.
Oh,
It brings you up to where we are.
There we go. All right, everybody start buffing.
My int's about to fall off. Not that I really need it. I don't need it at all.
All right, so we will. Overview of the fight. There's 3 phases. During the first phase, during the first 2 phases, the following will happen. He will enfeeble some set of people. Those people will go down to like 1 health point. Shortly after that, he will do a big shadow nova explosion. So the people that can be line of sighted. So the people who got enfeebled need to hide. It doesn't hurt to also hide if you're not enfeebled because you won't take the damage. So melee will hide in a nook that's ahead of us that I'll point out, and range will be standing in the doorway where we are now. Where do you guys hide? You just hide here? Or here?
We actually outrange it so you don't have to hide.
You outrange it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You can outrange the Shadow Nova Trail. All right. That's pretty much phase 1 and phase 2. During phase 2, however, he basically enrages and starts hitting like a crazy man. So that's the phase that we want to burn our cooldowns on. We want to get through phase 2 as fast as possible because we don't want the tank to be taking that much damage, and we are still getting enfeebled. Once we get to phase 3, the enfeebling stops, the enrage stops, and the axes start. He will start summoning magical flying giant axes that will come and just start beating on you. It's basically a DOT that you can't do anything about. Healers need to be aware of it because that just puts an extra healing burden on the healers. I forget the exact points. I think it's 60 and 30% are the switchovers for phases. Anybody remember?
Sounds
Something
good.
like that. Yeah, it's around there. DBM will tell us. While this is all going on, he's calling down infernals from the sky to drop onto the ground. They're giant infernal totems that stay where they are, and they have a very large DOT fire aura, hellfire aura. And you don't want to be anywhere in it or even close to the edge of it because it's pretty large. So in the there's two ways to handle that. What we're going to do is just tank where, let me throw some smoke grenades out. We're going to tank them right about there. Oh, wait. No, we're going to take them much closer. Right here.
There you go.
And right where this green smoke in the nook, this is where melee hides if there's a shadow nova and you're enfeebled. So the near green is where the tank will be. So the infernals don't move and they despawn after some period of time. The only problem that happens is if an infernal falls somewhere here that forces healing to do something, like get out of the doorway because they can't get to the tank. So you need to be aware of the other mechanics because we may need to just tell everybody, let's scatter and just come out into this area and play it like we did old school, which is watch out for the infernals, stay in range of your tank if you have to heal them, and when it's shadow nova time, get away. And you can just run around and do that. If an infernal doesn't fall right around here, we're Gucci, and the only people that have to really worry are melee. If an infernal falls behind melee, we may have to try to adjust a little bit where we're standing. That's pretty much it. Does anybody have any questions? Range, stand in the doorway, shoot. Back up a little if you get enfeebled. Everybody else that's melee, hide. Except the tank won't get enfeebled. Eat your buff food. Anybody have any questions? All right, I'm going to do a ready check for buffs. Remember to save your cooldown.
I'm gonna want a misdirect pull on this, please.
Yes, we're gonna save our cooldowns for phase 2, and Arnos, feel free to misdirect pull onto Nert anytime you are ready.
Now's a good time.
Make sure you're inside the door. Looks like everyone's good. Okay.
Yeah, the doorway.
He's walking back. When he comes back, get him at the arc of his goal.
Stabby, do you mind if I put a condom on my head just so that range knows where to stand?
Of course.
Okay, just do it. If you can get it off while it's still up, do it. 1 second. There it is. Beautiful.
What you give to me, I shall be your undoing.
Save those cooldowns. Here comes the enfeebled in 5.
Malchezaar alone, but the legions I command.
Here's enfeeble. Melee hide. Shadow Novas now. Here we go. Enfeeble in 5 or 3. There's Enfeeble. Everybody hide. It needs to. There's Nova.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me.
I can't pass that thing.
Enfeeble in 10. Oh shit. Alright, move. Everybody move out of the doorway. Nerd, you're gonna have to move to your right. A lot. Outdistance the Shadow Nova melee. You can't go high.
Am I
You have
good
to-
here?
You're good, I think.
I'm out of range.
You face not Malchezaar alone, but the legions I command.
Enfeeble's coming now.
Simple.
Melee out.
Time is the fire.
Alright.
Left and back.
Pop your cooldown.
If you stand right where we're at, we're okay.
All cooldowns. Heroism, everything.
It's too far away. That's still recharging.
Here comes the Shadow Nova. Shadow Nova move out.
Heroism.
It was already used.
Enfeeble in 3. Melee out.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me.
There's the Nova. Get ready for Enfeeble. Stage 3. Watch the axes. That means no Enfeeble.
It's still recharging.
Here's the Nova. Out for Nova.
All realities,
Alright, keep your eyes on the skies.
all
Ranged.
dimensions are open to me.
If you got. Okay, move over here.
Do I need to move?
You're fine. Come to Stabby this direction if you need to.
You face
can't
not
really see
Malchezaar
anything.
alone,
You're fine.
but the
You're fine there.
legions
I'm just
I
talking to
command.
range.
I need more men. I need to get closer.
Shadow up.
Go back to the door.
Yeah, we got a new one. Very bad.
I can't think anymore.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me.
Shadow Nova.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me.
Shadow Nova in 3. Stabby has swords or axes. Those big things.
Bad spot for.
Another Infernal. Go other side ranged if you can.
You face not Malchezaar alone, but the legions I command.
Nerd, use all your stay alives right now.
You are but a plaything, unfit even to heals.
Everybody that can heal, heal.
You face not Malchezaar alone, but the legions I command. Surely, you did not think you could win.
That's like the worst infernal placement.
I know, I'm taking a screenshot.
You are but a plaything, unfit even.
That was horrible. I took a screenshot at the end after I died.
So, Stabby,
All right,
why do we have to move even if the Infernal's there? I thought it just meant the enfeebled people will run to the other side.
You have to move because Nert had to move. And when Nert has to move, ranged people get dragged into the Infernal. I'll defer to the healers to say whether or not that's true, but we definitely, Nert had to move away from the door. And when you guys are outside the door, my opinion is it's just better to, might as well be outside the door, be able to move left or right, not get stuck right where you are if another Infernal drops.
Yeah, so the first one I did, which was with a different group, they said, go in the front door, Arnest, we can teleport.
Oh, that's right. Front.
Yeah, go to the front door. Over there. It's going to take you to the Guardian's library.
Yep.
The group I was in, they said even if there's one in between us, the tank has to adjust a little bit, but it's like right on the border where you can still reach across the thing, and they just had us healers and range not move out of the doorway.
Tell them to tell Guardian's library, FYI. Go ahead, Lockie, sorry.
It's okay. So I think I was in that same run, and the only people that had to adjust when that infernal dropped in between boss and ranged was the melee, because they couldn't go to that little nook. They actually had to run out range of the Shadow Nova.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll defer Ridius. Well, who's got the shortest casting distance? That's the person that should say whether or not you guys have to move a lot.
We don't have to move if there's only an Infernal between us and the tank. The only time we have to move is when the tank has to move farther away from the door.
Exactly.
That's when
Well,
we have to.
That's what we had to do. Like, Nert had to about 10 yards away from the door.
Yeah. See, I don't know what happened this time, but I do know the only time I have to move is when the tank has to move away from the door. Because if we are at the door, we're pretty much as far away as we can be.
Okay, so, who of the healers, are you all the same casting distance for your heals, or does anybody have a shorter casting distance than the other?
All the heals are 30 yards. The problem is the dispel, or 40 yards. The problem is the dispel is only 30 yards.
Right.
And so I have to move up to dispel the tank.
Okay,
But
so...
that's just quick, and I'm back off.
Yeah, but even if there's we don't want you standing it. So you're going to be... The reason I was asking is I just want to know who to put in charge of that.
Spell. I'll just heal through it. The only reason you dispel the tank is to make it easier to heal.
Okay.
So just heal more.
Sure. So Convert, you're going to be in charge of ranged positioning. You decide whether or not they need to move out into the field or not.
We're not a leader.
That was just shitty infernal luck. We were killing it otherwise. We got the shit.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
I'll let you know if I'm moving. Don't take that as an order, but I'll let you know when I'm moving.
Yeah, you guys will recognize the same thing will happen. Infernal will fall. I'll have to tell Nert to move to his right, and when you hear that, you know he's moving away from the door. We'll never move Nert towards the door. It'll always be away from the door.
Yeah, and please do tell me if I need to move, because I try to keep my camera kind of above my head so that I can position for when he's Shadow Nova, so I don't go like one side or the other. I get not
Absolutely. Yeah. All right.
I do have a crazy thunderstorm happening right now, so I mean, usually I'm pretty good for not losing power, but if I DC, that's what happens. So I can talk to you on my phone. But I'll let you know, but it is getting crazy up here.
Yep. Understood. All right, I'm going to do a ready check for buffs. I will be watching mana, but not playing before that. So this is a ready check for buffs. All right, everybody's ready. Let's get mana. Looking at you, Lockie.
Lots of mana, they just like that.
I know, right?
Yeah, tell the
There you
healers
go.
about.
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
I've been trying to be nice and not do a lot of tapping.
No, play
Let's-
your character, Malak. We'll deal with it.
That's right. Let's get a misdirect on Nert, and go ahead and pull when you're ready, Arnost. Again, hold your big cooldowns till phase 2.
That's
Incoming.
what you hear to me. I shall be your undoing.
Enfeeble in 10.
You face not Malchezaar alone, but the legions I command.
Here comes Enfeeble. 5. And we're going to have to move. Go ahead and move. Nert, you're going to have to move about 5 yards to your right.
Healers, can we reach him
I can reach him.
without hitting the infernal?
Pepper, can you battle res? Do you have a battle res, Pepper? If so, battle res stabby.
I'm not taking any damage right now. I'm healing.
So just melee, you have to run the other way. Remember that when this goes
Here's
off.
Enfeeble. Yeah.
You face not Malchezaar alone, but the legions I command.
Nerd, come out to the field. Come all the way out, all the way out, all to the field, not that way, out to the middle of the platform. Range, you're going to have to come with us.
Make sure you stay your max range.
It's too far away.
Or get wounded like I did.
All right, let's just practice open field play here. Everybody get to max range. This is kicking it old school.
Not enough mana.
All reality,
Enfeeble in
all
5.
dimensions are open to me.
Start running the other way. Okay, back in.
I need to get closer.
You're good there, Nerd. If you get kicked back, you're fine. You're between 2 infernals if you get kicked back. Enfeeble in 5. Here's comes Enfeeble. Out, out, out.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me.
If you pay attention to the infernals, their spots never change. It's just which ones happen to come down.
Enfeeble in 5. Out, out, out. Wow, look at that. Perfect charge.
Simple food.
Stage 2, open your cooldown. Enfeeble in 5.
You face not Malchezaar alone, but the legions I command.
Infernal's gonna be okay. Feeble in 5.
Prettiest, you're catching me if you want to admit.
Fuck, you just interrupted it because I got enfeebled. Okay, I'm almost doom. I can't cast anyway.
You got a big gap now, okay.
Alright. Nert, you can slowly start backing towards your left shoulder. Just back towards our original positions. Run out it.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me.
Alright, everybody follow.
My mana is low. I need to get closer.
Now stay there, Nert. We got an infernal.
Surely, we did not think.
Yeah.
Owie!
Whoa. Something happened.
What hit you?
Just a series of
Come to the
Surely,
15
we
to
did
4K
not
hits.
think.
Did I raise the healers? What happened?
I don't know.
I was moving when I was, and you moved, I moved, and I couldn't heal. I was moving.
Alright, yes, we do have a DI. Nice, thank you. So yeah, having the first 2 infernals force us out of the door was fun.
Just getting all of us.
But that's how we used to do it before we had that little, strat of just sticking
Yeah.
in the nuts. You just wander around and try to find a place for the range and a place for the melee.
I'm in a very poor spot. Can I get a res before the boss respawns? If not, I'll just run back.
Incoming res. Yeah, Arnos, you could just stay near the big orange circle. Should be good.
Lucky, did you run in?
What?
We're trying to res people up here. Did you run in the door?
Oh, I did. Yeah. Sorry. I had already run in by the time I realized. Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
Well, where did you have it last?
My back pocket.
Check there first.
It's not there. I checked.
Did I see a pet level or something?
That's a potion discovery.
Oh, nice.
Super rejuve potion.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. I'll buy that.
I don't have any mana thistle on me. I've got mana thistle in my bank, but not on me.
Dude, Warcraft Logs needs to up their game. They counted that last attempt as a trash fight.
I think they were describing us.
Maybe.
Yeah, Prince just had to get rid of some trash.
Oh, Nerd got crushed.
What happened?
It was melee, but the third one was a crushing blow.
It was still only 4,500. It's not that bad.
Yeah. Well, it was 2,100 overkill,
40.
so...
40. Well, yeah, but it only hit me for 26, so that's what, like 47? That's not that much.
Yeah.
Renneran's group posted a pic that downed, whatchamacallit.
Nightbane?
Nightbane posted a pic, showing Nightbane dead and having a party hat. So I posted a pic of our infernal party.
Oh, they actually got him. Good for them.
Yeah. All right, everybody's here. Make sure we got our buffs. Get mana, eat your food, use your scrolls. I'm going to do a ready check for buffs. All right, we're all ready for buffs. Looks like we've got mana, so Eric, go ahead and get in position, and then Arnos do a misdirect to pull, please. All right, incoming.
That is what you hear to me. I shall be your undoing.
Feeble in 10.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me.
Enfeeble. Hide. Clear. First Infernal's good. Feeble in 5. Get ready for Feeble. Hide.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me.
Next Infernal incoming. We're good. Feeble in 5. Feeble incoming. Hide.
When does he go to phase 2?
Yes. There's phase 2. Pop your cooldowns.
I need a target.
Feeble in 5.
All realities,
Feeble.
all dimensions are open to me.
Clear. Feeble in 5. Get ready.
I need more men.
Hide. Clear.
Face not Malchezaar alone, but the legions I command.
Stage 3.
Well,
No more Fever. We still have Shadow Nova. Shadow Nova incoming in 5. Hide. Oh, we're going to have to move. Dirt to your right a lot. Inferno. I mean, Shadow Nova at 5. You're good. Shadow Nova, run to ranged melee. Clear. Very low health, pop, remain cooldowns. Shadow Nova at 3, run. Go. 10% health.
Enough mana.
Watch that Infernal. Is it? Oh, we're good.
It's behind us.
Alright, we're good. Shadow Nova out. Clear. Good job, guys. Keep it up. We're good.
My mana is low.
Shadow Nova in 3. Let's kill him. Kill him. Kill him. We're good.
Drop my cloak,
I am a
bitch.
prince of the Eridon.
We might. The weapon.
Oh,
That
yes. Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah. Yes.
Not that weapon. I should have been more specific.
Dang it.
Drop all the weapons.
Yes, drop everything right now.
All right, we're gonna start with the order of which things came into my bags. Why am I missing something? Not done rolling yet. Okay.
The helm hasn't gone yet.
All right. We're gonna start with Ring of 1,000 Marks.
Can you hold on 1 second? I'm doing a chat thing for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Can we go ahead and start moving towards Nightbane?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Go ahead.
Start with Ring of 1,000 Marks. The priority for this is melee DPS, so Stabby. Quintus, you're tank, correct? Just double checking.
And Dinadin.
Palizine in this one. It's melee DPS, warriors, shamans, and rogues, and hunters are first prio. Actually, they don't have Pallies in here at all.
Let's see. Hit, crit, attack power, stamina. Looks like Pallies would like that.
I want spell power, man.
Yeah, I unless anybody objects, that looks like a very good Pally,
Yeah,
ring. So I think he should be included in first prize.
I imagine that is an oversight, and I will talk to the other officers about updating that. Is everybody, since we're in our own little 10-man, everyone okay with having Dynadin included in the melee DPS prio there?
100%.
Cool. All right. Thanks everybody for being awesome.
Place.
So this is going to be all melee DPS. So that's going to be all melee DPS and hunters are all first prio. So Ring of 1,000 Marks. Let's see those rolls.
Crap. Sorry, Quintus.
See, Dynadin really didn't want it anyway.
Sucks. Sorry, Quintus. I'll be right back.
Let me add a note to get this fixed later too.
You had one job, convert. One job.
All right. Well, I guess he did want it because nobody else rolled.
He had twice as many points as he needed on his roll.
So Brad's did it in.
God, I really do suck, don't I? God,
No, Arnis. The only thing where you're limited on main spec rolls is for token gear. Everything else, if it is an upgrade, you feel free to main spec roll if it's going to help you out.
Well, if you win a main spec, then we're still doing main spec +1, right?
Yeah,
No.
it's the don't be a dick rule.
No. It's don't be a dick rule. So
Yeah.
basically,
Well, when I say main spec +1, I mean if you've won a main spec roll tonight, and then you win another main spec roll, but somebody else rolled main spec on the second item, they get it, correct?
that's part of don't be a dick.
Jeez.
It's just
Yeah.
less official.
I just want
Yeah,
to make
like on
clear.
another spite last night when I got the headpiece, I was like, well, I want this offhand too, but if someone else rolls, I'll pass to them. Not being a dick because
Right.
I wanted it.
So for main spec rolls, if it's an upgrade or it's your BIS, go ahead and main spec roll on it. If you've already won something and someone else main spec rolls, we ask you kindly pass to them. If it's off spec rolls, it's free for all basically. Like if it goes to off spec, it's anybody who wants it that can use it.
We haven't been talking about Light's Justice, have we?
Nope, not yet.
The ding ding.
No, that was already passed out indeed.
Kinda did. Get your ring. All right, we will do that next. So we are gonna do Light's Justice. It sounds like this one might be, exciting for some healers. So the prio for Light's Justice is priests and druids first, all other healers second. If you are interested, make spec roll now.
Good luck.
Wow.
Oh, Convert comes out strong.
Congrats, Convert.
Coming in with the big roll.
So I don't know. I'm at the repair guy. Do I go up or down?
Down. Whole lot of down.
Yeah, Quintus. You and me, we're going down. Wait a minute. You can't go down from here.
You do go up to the left at some point, and then
Okay.
that lets you go down, down, down some more
Okay.
until you get back to the big
Go
library.
this way, Quintus. Don't die again.
You basically have to go through where the arbiter. What's that dude's name? Menagerie.
Oh,
Curator.
Curator. Yeah, you go right past where Curator was, and then you'll get to the broken stair. At the bottom of the broken stair is where we go for Nightbane.
I'd always die and just go back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been faster if we had just all died and gone through the back door. But
That is one way to do it.
Or we could have hearthed, and Ridius could have taken us.
oh, that would have been even faster. Or no, even portal.
Don't even
Portal,
down.
yeah.
Could've done
Portal then portal.
Portal. We gotta remember that. We may be slow, but once we get it, it sticks.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember things that I did yet. So,
All right. Last piece of gear to roll off is the Helm of the Fallen Champion. This is prio to anyone that can use it, which is going to be your paladins, rogues, and shaman. So, if you are interested in your tier 4 helmet, let's see those main spec rolls now.
it was a long walk.
Oh, Stabby wants it. Tesla didn't want it as much.
The rogue one looks super sick too. That's awesome.
And congrats, Stabby.
Thank you.
Unless he even wants to snipe it right now. Just kidding.
I would do a slash roll, but then I'd be afraid I'd be using my good roll if something dropped really good off of Nightbane, but I have no idea what drops off of them, so wait, let me check.
He's got, for a rogue, he's got this chest piece that's, kick ass. So that's gonna drop now that I won this.
He's
But
got
it'll
a
go.
Obi
there's
drops
no
is
skill.
insane for DPS.
pretty rad staff for casters. Or no, for healers.
Yeah, that's a good healer.
He has a pretty decent offhand for casters, spell crit,
I just
and
got a really good one off of
yeah.
Nightbane, or Another Spite.
so this one's 19 stam, 19 intellect, 17 spell crit, and 28 spell power. And then
This is
He
good.
has a pretty good chest piece.
Yeah.
That
For
robe is
casters?
insane.
Yeah. Really good chest piece.
Place is stupidly big.
All right. And then, oh, Convert, there you are. We have a lock. It's almost like we could summon you here. Oh, she's not here yet either.
I'm here. I'm here. I was just on the other side of the nipple.
Find the manager.
All right, who am I summoning?
Quintus and
Convert
Convert.
Quintus.
All right, Quintus.
Quintus died, and Convert was an idiot trying to find him.
I'm out of range.
Just role play it. The undead aura in this creepy castle is fogging your mind. You've been separated from your group. You're alone and scared.
There you go.
There's a doorway in front of you and a hallway to your left. What do you choose?
Yeah. Roll a
The
d20.
dragon. What, with your bare hands? Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, nerd, I love you.
Who has anybody not done the Nightbane fight? Raise your hand now. Don't be shy. Not past the first phase. All right. Well, you've seen the mechanics. All right. Arnos, you've done it. And forever. Okay. Have not. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do a full explanation because understanding the mechanics of this fight more than any other fight in this dungeon can help you help the team win. So it's a dragon. We will fight it out here on the terrace. The head of the dragon, I am a star. The head of the dragon will be out facing out here, and the tail of the dragon will be at the wall. It is a dragon, which means we've got a fire breath and cleave in front and a tail swipe in back. So don't be on either of those places unless you are the main tank, which is Nerd. The main mechanic of the fight is when we DPS him down to 75, 50, and 25% health. Each of those times, he's going to fly up into the air, much like Onyxia, and have us deal with a whole bunch of shit. So the cycle will be deal with ground phase, and then he will fly up into the air, deal with air phase, then he will land, deal with ground phase again, fly up into the air phase. That we're going to do that 3 times. Ground, air, ground, air, ground, air. And I'm going to explain each phase. On ground, he's going to be on the ground, tank him like a dragon, fight him like a dragon. The only other thing to keep in mind is that he will occasionally cast, I forget what it's called, but molten ground. You'll see what looks like molten or ashen or burning ground on the hallway out here in big chunks. Like one slice may be as big as this circle that I'm running right now, like a giant chunk of ground. So to deal with that, we're going to have ranged stand over here at max range on one side of the hallway. So start out either side, usually I don't know, healers, you decide which side is better, but the reason we tank him with his nose out here is that no matter which side you're on, healers have line of sight to the tank. When the ground singe thing, whatever it's called, is cast, if it's under your feet, move to the other side of the hall and keep doing what you need to do. Melee, if it's under your feet, you can do the same thing a little bit. You can choose to come up here, but you gotta watch out that cleave. The other thing you can choose to do is just run through the dragon and fight from the other side of the dragon. But keep in mind, you might be out of range of heals, so do at your own caution. So it's better that you just stop your melee DPS and get to safe ground if you're not sure about your health and your ability to stay in range of the healers when the molten stuff is on the ground. Any questions on that mechanic? Okay. We need to...
Hey, Stabby.
Go ahead.
If I may, because Arnest is a hunter, when the dragon is coming down from the air phase, oh, okay.
That was one mechanic of the ground phase. We've got more mechanics on the ground phase. It's going to be a long one, but I appreciate that. We will get to that. Dispelling and cleansing distracting ash is important. I don't know. That's magic, right? Yeah. So priests and pallies, I think, can do that. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dinadin and Convert will be looking for distracting Ash and getting that off. I don't know if he puts it on the tank or not, but if he does, that's the first priority. We also want Fear Ward up on the tank because there will be a bellowing roar, of course, because there's burning ground. There's going to be a bellowing roar and cause you to run around and possibly run into the burning ground. So, Convert, please have Fear Ward up whenever it's up. And Tesla, put Tremor Totems, within range of, in between ranged and melee. Any questions on those mechanics? All right. That's ground phase. Stay out of the burning ground. He's going to roar every once in a while. Keep Fear Ward up. Keep Tremor Totem up, and dispel Distracting Ash. Distracting Ash. That's the name of it. When we get him down to 75%, he's going to take off into the air, and that's when the real fun begins. When he's in the air, two things are going to happen. He is going to summon, I forget their name, it's something like Restless Skeletons, but he's going to summon these big skeletons. From what's an ability called Rain of Bones. So what we're going to do is we're going to gather up near the tank. Where's Nert? Nert is circle. So we're going to gather up, not too close, but about like where we are now. As soon as the Rain of Bones starts, we're going to sort of run around like this to make sure that we're not getting hit directly by skellies. You cannot run too far. If you run over here where Nert was going, you are going to cause some ability from the dragon that basically says you cheated and he's going to kill everybody. So we have to sort of stay within your normal casting range for ranged, run around, and at that point, this is the make or break of the fight, this moment when the skeletons are falling, because while he is doing that, he is also has wiped threat. Because he's in the air, he wiped threat and will now be casting a massive damage spell on whoever has threat. Nert's going to do his best to try to regain threat by casting heals on himself and maybe buffing himself. I don't know what else you can do to get threat there. Challenging Roar, there was a rumor that might work. But it most likely will be hitting our healers. So
yeah, well, I'm going to be tanking skellies during that time, so I'll myself.
Pre-hop, exactly.
If Lockie can light tap a little bit so that my heals are actually healing on the phase change would be cool. That just gives me a little extra chance.
Okay, got that? She did. So this is the fight. Managing the skeletons who are going to be doing a bunch of damage to us, while also a healer most likely is going to be getting the crap kicked out of them, and the healers are going to be distracted, keeping that healer alive. So here's what you can do to help. Kill the skeletons as soon as possible. Save any AoE cooldowns you have. If you're an engineer, let's use some Fell Iron Bombs. I have some if you didn't bring any. Use any sort, like I have Blade Flurry that does AoE damage. I will do that at that point. Save those for then. What else can we do during that point? We will have, this is probably what Ridius was going to, when the dragon takes off, but before he does Rain of Bones, Arnos, please drop your slowing trap where the tank is. And that will cause the skeletons, of course, to not move as fast, so we can run around and not get hit by them, but still try to do some DPS to them. Does that make sense? Any questions on that part? Have I forgotten anything? Those are the main mechanics. On the ground, watch out for the burning ground, bellowing roar, distracting Ash, make sure we have Fear Ward and Tremor Totem. When he goes into the air, drop your Hunter Slowing Trap. Be ready for healers to heal the crap out of people, convert, pre-bubble yourself or whomever you choose. Dinadin, be ready to bubble somebody, one of the healers. It probably will move to another healer, but be ready to do that. And everybody that can DPS, do it. If you're melee, be careful of the skeletons. They hurt like hell. So you sort of have to move in, do some damage, move out, move in, do some damage, move out.
Yeah, so that'd be 3 things real quick.
Yep.
But sorry, so it sounded like someone else wanted to talk. Oh, never mind. So the skeletons, the reason they do so much damage is they have an AoE fire ability, and it stacks per skeleton. So if you're in melee range of 2 skeletons, you get an immolation aura. You get 2 stacks. That's 2,000 damage per second. It's not fun. The Arnest, when the dragon is coming back down from air phase, if you could misdirect to the tank, that would be dope. And there is a dispel that needs to happen when the dragon is doing the smoking blast. It puts a... What's the name of it?
Smoldering breath? Or no, smoking blast.
No, when he's doing not the smoking blast puts a debuff on the target.
Debuffs, you're right.
Yeah, and that needs to be dispelled as well, because that stacks.
Okay. All right. So smoking blast is the ability where that's going to be pounding on one of our healers. Yep. So in addition to healing, please do dispel healers as a priority at that point. Thank you very much for those points, Ridius. Anything else that I've forgotten or failed to mention?
Nope, that's about it.
All right, everybody buff up. Eat your food. Put poisons on your weapon. Oh, wait. That's a good idea, Dinadin. If you have any books, now's the time to use them for your buffs.
I'd say do one attempt and see how
don't
we do, maybe.
The first couple attempts.
We're only going to need one attempt.
I don't mean to be a pessimist, but...
You are a pessimist, grumpy old man.
Are you kidding? Convert just got an awesome healing mace. We're going to one-shot this
right.
shit.
We're done. It's over.
Yeah, I hope you're right.
I will say the debuff from Smoking Blast isn't terrible. It just stacks. So when they get high stacks is when it needs to be dispelled, maybe about 3 or 4 stacks. Yeah, the other one, the other smoke one is the one that really needs to get dispelled fast because it reduces hit by 30%.
All right, let's do. Yeah, that's the distracting ash during ground phase.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
That one.
All right. Does anybody need a health stone? If so, let's get health stones up. Let's get a soul stone on one of the healers. Let's go with Convert. All right. Last chance. Does anybody need a health stone? Because you're gonna need it. Okay. And Convert has a soul stone, so we are good to go. Arnos, your first shot, as always, when the dragon's landing should be a misdirect. Ready, check, 4, go. Ranged stand out here, where the star is.
What we do it on the other side.
But like on one side, not like in the middle.
Yeah, on one side, literally where the star is. Stack up on one side, so if the ground starts burning under you, you run over here. All right, go ahead and start the game, nerd.
Oh, here he comes.
Look up in the sky if you want to see the RP.
It's cool.
Focus that fish.
What was that dude's name before he got killed? Or before Mediv killed him?
Big lizard.
He was a blue dragon. He was a named blue dragon. And then Mediv killed him.
All right, here we go. Watch out, Tesla.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Way too close.
Distracting ash.
Charter. There you go.
Smoldering breath, watch out. There's the big one. Distracting Ash. There's the fear. Keep line of sight on the tank. Alright, gather up. Come towards inert. Close but not too close. You're interested but not too interested in inert. And get ready for now. Sort of move around.
Did not die fast enough.
Yep. And that, my friends, is Nightbane.
I used my soul stone to try and res right.
Okay. Everybody run back.
Jeez.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so I'll need
We're gonna. Okay, yeah, we'll take a break once you get back. Go to the back door of the instance. Is the closest door, not the front door. The back door.
I need a repair. I'm going in the front.
I have a. Okay, I have a repair bot as well.
Well, if we're taking a break, if you need a repair, just go into the admin guy. He's right there.
Yep.
Were people just taking tons of immolation there? Is that what happened? 'Cause
A lot of skelly moved over towards ranged. Like, I think ranged moved out a little soon, and they had skelly over there, and I don't think we killed them. I don't know, but that's on first impression what happened.
All I know is I got killed right away. Used my soul stone. Got killed right away again.
Yep.
So it was a good day for me.
But hey, that hammer.
I got a hammer, so hey.
Paying the iron price.
Right. All right, Mr. Ridius, since you have the magic timer, do you mind putting a 5-minute break up?
You got it. Do you want 5 or do you want 6? So we
What
come
you
back
want?
at 10:50.
6.
Okay.
Hopefully that's 10:40.
Yeah, 10:40. I just can't math right now.
Cool. You've been mathing all night. You're all mathed out. Iridius, are you here?
Yep, I'm here. My logs are not updating.
Yeah, I was having the same problem. Like, mine won't update during the raid, and then at the end of the raid, when I close it, they all update. It's really weird.
Yep, definitely says processed, waiting for end of fight to be logged before uploading.
I have a question.
Yeah.
My flask ran out, and I thought I had my others on me, but I don't. I have an all-client chat with some flasks. Would you mind portaling back to chat so I can hand them to you and then recalling back here?
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My dude is landing at the flight master in like 15 seconds.
I'll head out to the flight master.
Thank you. That staff is amazing.
Quite helpful.
Do all the other groups get Nightbane? There's a lot of people online not in Terra right now.
I only see logs for Fuchsia, but they did kill Nightbane.
Well, they got them, we know. There's like 50 people on, and not a lot in Kara.
I don't know what's up with Walkie.
She said she had to go AFK. She's probably coming back for the break. Thank you, Ridius.
Break you, baby. No way! They freaking got all of the smoking blasts to go to the tank.
Yeah. Was it a warrior shouting?
Maybe. Well, here's what I don't get. There's two different spell IDs for smoking blast. Isn't smoking blast the splash damage?
Oh, really?
So there's the main smoking blast, which is spell ID 30128, and all 18 ticks of that went on their tank. Then there's a second smoking blast, spell ID 37067, and that hit a bunch of different people, but very few times. It hit Beagles twice. It hit their mage once. It hit their boomkin once. It hit their pally.
You're by the way, you hadn't gone through.
Yeah, sorry.
Just your AFK. Yeah. Just thought I'd let you.
The portal lasts for as long as the cooldown, so.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so it looks like splash damage for the other ones is what I'm guessing. I don't know. I'll have to do more research.
Interesting.
But in total,
Okay.
there was only 6 hits of the second spell ID, and there was 18 of the main spell ID, and all 18 went on the tank.
Gotcha. That's good news. So, I mean, good news in that it's good to know, so we can spread out while that's going on and try to avoid splash damage. Are you walking in the front door and we can summon you?
That would have been the smart way to do it. I'm almost in the back door.
Okay, all right.
Sorry about that.
No, it's my problem. I appreciate you getting the flask.
So, I am wondering, Nert, I know you're trying to tank Skellies. Can we have Quintus do Skellies, and you pull like maybe 1 or 2 of them, but then get as close to the edge as possible? And what's your AoE taunt? Bellowing Roar?
Challenging.
Challenging Roar? maybe try that and see if you can get in range of what's his face McCall it when you do it.
It's a 10-minute cooldown.
Yeah, the tanks, the warrior tanks, just use their regular shout, which is your whatever it is.
Quintus should do it.
Well, he'll yeah.
Well,
I think it's a good idea. One way or another, we should use the second tank to try to do
actually,
some stuff
yeah.
here.
Let's have Nert tank the Skellies, and Quintus, can you do whatever taunting you can on Nightbane, because the scorching, whatever that smoking blast is physical damage, so your armor will mitigate it by a lot. So when we're all stacking for skeletons,
Go ahead and buff up everybody.
if I remember correctly, he doesn't start doing the smoking blast or the scorching blast until the skeletons are done. Maybe? But just try taunting the snot out of him and see if you can get all those. That would be dope.
Yeah. Want this as soon as he appears, right?
Oh, well, it's when he takes off is the
So
problem.
yeah, so he'll take off and then he'll fly out of range, but then he comes like right on the edge of this half circle, and then he does the Skelly channel first. You can actually see him casting the Rain of Bones. And
Alright, does
then
anybody need a Hellstone? We need a Hellstone well up.
so when he's casting the Rain of Bones, just start taunting the snot out of him. Lockie, give Nert a second to get him, but just a second, and then go apeshit on the AoE, because those guys gotta die fast.
They can be stunned, they can be anything that can CC undead stuff. So, use your stun. I'm gonna pop my roar on the first one.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a ready check for buffs.
Fortunately, I'm fire, so all my good slowing shit is close up in melee range, and I will die if I do that.
Also, you take immolation damage, so don't do that.
That's what I mean.
Alright, everybody is ready. We're going to start the pull. Reminder, misdirect every time the dragon's coming down, and to put the slowing trap down for the Skellies. Go ahead, Nert. Incoming in 30 seconds.
I know you like Nerd and all stabby, but I am also Nightbane attuned, and I can summon him as well.
Maybe you should do it just for luck.
Yeah. Do it now, see if we get 2 of them.
Oh god.
Don't, no.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Distracting dash.
Back a little bit so you're out of range of the fear. Yes.
move to the other side for the Chartreuse.
And almost time for air phase 1.
Right, let's put the trap down, get ready, come to Nert. Quentin, target him and taunt him and challenge him and all that stuff. Alright, spread out.
Now start taunting, now.
Let's get a battle res and convert now. Alright, here comes the landing phase. Back way up. I move to your right, Nerd. You're good, there. Melee, back right, back left leg. To the melee, move out. Okay, melee, come to this side. Nert, you can move back to your right.
So can confirm, Rain of Bones is a channeled spell. He won't start doing the Scorching Blast until after the Skellies are channeled.
I need more men. It's too far away.
Oh, goodness.
I'm tapping, do not heal me.
Got a fear, chase Nert, watch the tail. Good heals.
Alright, get ready for Night Phase or Air Phase Part 2.
Nert, when it goes up, please battle res Tesla. Big heals on there. Alright, battle res. Heal up, here it comes, put the trap down. Get those skeletons. Actually down. It's a good try. Go ahead and wipe it up.
That was 2 phases. We're like
One
more than halfway there.
Yep, exactly. All right, you want to run in back entrance, front. I will have a repair bot. Just so we can run in the back entrance. Put the repair bot down. Save a little bit of time. That's good progression.
Spamming my heals on myself when I couldn't keep myself up.
It's nasty.
That's from the
Smoking Blast.
Yeah.
It does a lot of damage.
Just how we did it the first time. The first time we died the first scaly phase. The second time we made it to the second one and we're good. And the third time was killed. So like we're on track.
I'm gonna
The
try
only thing I
to.
can suggest is just make sure that if you have to move, make sure you don't get where you're gonna get hit by the tail swipe because it has a nasty poop.
Yeah, it sure did.
Jarek, which dot are you talking about? The Searing Cinders? It should only be like 500 damage per second, but that's per stack. Yeah, but you should. Well, we gotta try and get away from the bones. But I get you.
Repair bot is up.
Leave for Parabot. Well, it had a condom on it.
Everybody's here, so buff up when you can.
For hero, I'd probably wait and make sure we get through like the first skelly phase, and if we get through that and everybody's alive, blow it on the second one.
I was gonna say save it for the third one. The reason being is we have one big shout or challenging shout for first ground, yours for second, and then the third one we won't have anything, and they just have to die really fucking fast.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if
Again,
we
that
can
way.
get to the third one, we'll probably be okay.
Say it again, Lucky Charm. Cool.
Hey Quintus,
God,
did
really fucking
any of
fast.
your taunts work?
Oh, I said it.
Okay.
Yeah, Arnos, pop your cooldowns when the skellies are out. That's when you want to do the most damage, unless and healing is when you want your cooldowns. When he's on the ground during ground phase, it's not that big of a deal. It's our healers are well geared. We got 3 healers. We're doing fine. We can take our time to do that. But it's the skelly phase that's the game. Is managing the skellies and the damage to whoever has aggro. That's the game. All right, I'm going to do a ready check. Let's get. Do you have shards for health well? Whatever it's called?
Yes, I do. I have 13.
Okay.
So I don't know if this makes a difference or not, but looking at the logs from air phase on the team that
Everybody get a health stone from the well.
downed him, the warrior was just literally spamming commanding shout over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, because it's probably a total threat thing.
And he was doing that as soon as air phase started, right? As soon as the dragon took off.
Correct.
Yeah, he had a full rage bar. Did that and only had took one of the skellies and just for the additional rage and just constantly did the shot.
All right, so try that, Quintus. We'll see how it goes. And of course, Nert will continue to do his dots on himself and all of that. And if we can find a way to always have Threppy on the tank, that's a win. But that's the experiments we're doing. Otherwise, healers, be prepared with your instant bubbles, flash heals, whatever on your targeted compatriot. I'm gonna do a ready check.
I should put Soulstone on convert again.
Yeah, please put it on convert.
Okay.
And this time we're gonna have Ridius summon for good luck. Go ahead and summon ready, Ridius.
Let's get it here so Ridius's urn can be 1-for-1.
I was double checking on positioning, so it looks like Ren was about here when he was doing commanding shout.
Yeah, all the way out towards close to the dragon as you can get, because the dragon's hovering out above the valley there.
Yep. Okay, you ready? Ready?
Yep, we're ready. Go ahead and summon.
Here we go.
If you're ranged, make sure you're standing back between like Diamond and the
literally
Star.
have to go to the southern end.
Yeah. The Southern Terrace.
Incoming. I'm going to try to put marks on the skellies as they drop. Skull X, square, moon, triangle.
Tesla, no. Do the Earth Shield on on Quintus. Sorry, Earth Shield on Quintus. We want him getting as much aggro as possible.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck.
Okie dokie. Is there a reset? Can you run out and reset, I believe, correct?
No.
Oh, okay.
Go, I've got a soul stone.
I need to target
That
something
sucks,
first.
though. My
yeah,
soul
I
let's
don't
go ahead
have
and
a target. I need a target.
There we went.
That's weird, because I can hit him even before he lands, and I was just mashing my button as I usually do. I don't know what happened there.
I didn't even swing. I was standing there. He decided he preferred me. Because I'm so sexy.
Well, he's dragging. He does frontal cleave. Maybe I should not be the one to turn.
Definitely bad luck, for sure.
Yeah, Ridius should never summon again, but yeah.
That was Ridius' fault.
I blame it. Actually, I blame the repair bot.
Maybe he's still up.
He's up right now. We just need people to wipe. Go ahead and die as quickly as possible, and we'll get reses up.
Reset.
Yep, he took off, and he looks like he's smirking a little bit. Anybody else here?
Ridius.
Full?
Gosh.
Learn how to taunt tank. Jeez.
Like you need more armor. The bot's still up.
Thanks for the res. Bot has a diamond over its head. Alright, help your healers eat some food to heal. We'll get our buffs out, and we'll try again. Just so everybody's, I'm sure, aware, this is the hardest fight in here. It's a gear check to see, have you gotten all your gear out of Kara before we go into bigger and better things. So it's definitely a progression situation. So wiping over and over is what you do until you learn it and or get lucky.
What?
You said get lucky, and that
Oh,
got her
get lucky.
Often people are excited when you talk about getting lucky.
It never happens. What can I say?
True.
You had kids.
Only twice in my life. That's all.
That lucky, yeah. All right, let's do a healthstone well.
I don't think many people used it that time.
Yeah. Just in case. It's good for everybody to have one.
Well, they can use it during the fight.
Oh, good point.
Yep.
All right, we're going to do ready check for buffs.
My log started working.
Abby, are you telling me you didn't try to pop a Hellstone when he one-shot you for like 20k damage?
I was so stunned. Literally. I was like, whoa. He landed, and then there was this giant fire-breathing mouth, like, on me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you kicked your teeth in.
All right, we're ready. Go ahead, and let's have Nert and Not Ridius summon, please.
Yeah.
If we don't get it this time, I have a weird superstitious idea that we could try.
Weird trick. Incoming in 30 seconds.
That's only if we don't get it this time.
Let's just get it this time.
With my prediction that we're going to one-shot him. This time.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I see your lacerate on him. Or your mangle. Get ready for takeoff. All right, gather up, drop the trap. We're definitely getting the spell cast on, what does it look like?
Why'd everybody die?
Skeleton was in the group. I assume he got it after some healers died. Yeah, skeletons do hurt. Alright, go ahead and wipe it out. Yeah, I popped all my cooldowns, put on Cloak of Shadows, all the stuff I could do to mitigate. did what I normally do, which is try to, duck in, do a little bit of damage, duck out, but the AoE damage from the skeletons is just too much. And I had evasion on, but it's that, I assume it's that fire stuff. I'm checking. Yeah, immolation just insane.
To get your fire resist gear.
I'm contemplating it. So healers was when that started dropping after the skeletons were down. Was a healer taking the smoking blast or whatever it's called?
No, Quintus took the smoking blast. I can keep him up, but I couldn't do anything else.
All right.
Yeah, as long as I don't pull like the threat I did there. I got wrecked.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they don't come out all at the same time, right? It's a channeled spell over 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Or, sorry.
I waited until it was over.
Channeled spell over 12 seconds, and then Nert needs a second to gather him up.
Yeah, we're just popping stuns on like the first one. Just go ape shit on the first one, and when it dies, then open up the AoE, and I should have all my remedies.
Okay.
On the plus side, Quintus took all 9 smoking blasts.
Yeah.
I could keep him, no problem.
All right, good. So that's half of the puzzle. The other question is, when he's in the air, does he also have a? Is he in range of Hunter, for example, doing a misdirect onto Quintus to start it off?
He is, but I think it's more important to have the misdirect on Quintus on the landing. Or not the Quintus, that's what I'm trying to say. On Nerd on the landing, there we go.
I agree. I was just curious about that. But since Quintus took them all, I think we've hypothesis confirmed there. Everybody's here, make sure you're buffing.
Splash damage from Smoking Blast. Tynodin took 1 hit of splash damage from Smoking Blast.
So stay away from Quintus.
Quintus hit. Quintus took all 9. So if we can do that same thing, but not die to skellies and kill skellies, we're good.
Alright. Let's keep working at it, guys.
Never mind, we don't need to do my superstitious thing. We already figured out the Smoking Blast.
Soulwell is down. Please get your health stone. I assume Soulstone is not up yet.
No.
All right.
16 and a half.
At ready check for buffs. All right, once we heal our lock and get our mana, it's looking good. Go ahead and summon when ready.
What's your weapon?
My weapon already has that.
Okay, I couldn't tell.
But thank you.
You can pop it back there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
small suggestion for when he goes in the air. Everyone stack tight on the tank, and as soon as you see him start casting, run, and that'll keep the skellies in a nice small pile.
Smoldering Earth's ranged. Get ready for takeoff.
Stack tight on Nert.
Alright, stack up.
Move.
Go.
Pass that yet.
Let's pepper battle res Tesla. Oh, battle res Nerd, sorry.
Really?
Turn him if you can. That's a wipe. So what was getting people that time?
Totally got the rain of bones, and I was keeping him up.
Did you say who got it?
I got hit with Smoking Blast once. I think my AoE was hitting him somehow and pulled thread off. Okay, I know what spell I need to not use.
So who is?
I died, and that's why we died. I was just getting immolated like crazy. So, do I need to try to like kite them, or because I've just been
I
trying
think
to pick them all up?
I think so, because that damn it. Take a look at your logs and let us know. But that immolate, it's hidden me for
Yeah,
well over.
I was taking over 1,000 immolate damage times 5 from each one, so that's
Yeah.
like 5,000 a tick. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
healers are getting hit at the same time.
yeah. I would kite them through the frost trap. I was stun locking one of them, and as long as he wasn't near anybody, I could handle the damage.
So should we just try to kite them the whole time? Like, we've got a lot of time and room.
I think so.
We could just try to kite them.
If we get too far out of range of Nightbane, or another, whatever his name is,
Nightbane.
Dragon. Yeah, he does an ability, I can't remember the name off
Yeah,
of it
it's
off
a
the top of
wipe.
my head.
It's a really
Yeah.
bad fireball.
But you can kite them in circles on the trap. You don't have to run away.
Yeah, I keep them there, just not standing there trying to tag them all.
Yeah, I think so. And then anybody that can do anything to slow them down. Radius, if you have
I'm gonna-
frostbolt that chills, even though your fire spec.
I've been bitching out and staying at max range and trying to do AoE, so I'll do my good AoE that's nice and up close, and I just have to dance that line.
So one of the things that we found out last week whenever we were attempting him was whenever we collapse, if we collapse, like say right here, where I'm currently standing, Diamond, I like everybody will collapse on this ledge all together. So like Nert will just run back and we stand here and he'll do his thing and everybody just moves straight back out. And it gives enough space that your AoEs can still hit, but we put the frost trap down so it slows everything and we can just go ham.
Willing to give it a try?
It's like that's one of the things that worked for us last week, but we also didn't down him, so that was just a strategy we had.
Sounds good to me.
And it was working. We just ran out of attempts.
Yeah. Well, we'll give it a try. I mean, we got to collapse somewhere. Might as well collapse against a wall.
Yeah.
Well, that can't be right. This attempt says Tesla took all of the.
Well, he did, and I was keeping him up, but I couldn't do anything else to anybody else.
Well, I took one. It literally in my logs it says like, oh, you know what? It might have been splash damage.
So he was taking the brunt of that smoldering, whatever it was.
Cloaking blast. Yeah, that.
I'm going to do
so
a
that
ready
time.
to buffs.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
That time
We'll
it
need
said all
oh well.
All 8 went on Tesla.
Lucky, could we get a soul well, please?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
I took splash damage.
And we have 8 minutes. On
Okay.
the
Sounds good.
So before we pull, let's do a practice
we're
real
waiting.
quick. Is
Hold
that
on,
okay?
we're waiting on, hold on. We're waiting on Locky. She clicked no.
yeah, I didn't have any of my food buffs or
Okay.
anything.
Sounds good.
It is just starting to sound like tag.
I know, but it'll help. Let's do a quick little practice. So, ready, set, air phase. Everyone stack on the ledge. Air phase, air phase, air phase. Come on, Hunter. Air phase, air phase. Okay, and casting Rain of Bones. Disperse, disperse. And AoE, AoE, AoE. Now, here's the thing. We can't run right here because Quintus is going to be right here. And he's going to be taking Rain of Bones.
He's gonna be right by the barrel, right?
No, we should go to the barrel. We should go to the
Right,
barrel,
standing
and
here?
he should be closer to
Well,
the
there's a
dragon.
Well,
There's a
we can
range to do.
actually go back out. So like if he stands here, to make sure he hits another spite, then whenever we disperse, we just go a little further out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that way we're still in range, but we're far enough away that we won't be hit by the thing.
All right. So let's try it one
All
more
right.
time.
Collapse to circle, stay away from star during rain of bones and whatnot.
And if we're gonna be trying to kite them,
Quintus needs to
like,
stack up
move
with us
further
for Rain
away.
of Bones.
Yes.
Everyone has to stack for Rain of Bones because it can be put on anybody. And then once he starts casting, then everybody moves.
yeah, move far away. Because if we're gonna try to kite, then we want to have space. So if they start moving towards
Well,
you guys, you're not gonna get
It's
killed
not
right
about necessarily moving far away. It's moving far enough away to not get immolation aura hit
Yeah.
you, but still kill him fast, fast, fast.
All right.
Oh, keep
Well,
the
that's what I mean though. Like
ledge.
if we're spread and we're not taking huge immolation damage, then the healers won't be trying to doubly heal like the breath and the immolation.
And if we kill
So
him
then the
fast,
healing
they
should
won't
be
have to do
easier.
them either.
True.
Looking like a true mage.
Alright, cool. I think we're good. Let's try it. That looks good, Arnest, for trap.
Everybody's ready. Go ahead, Nerd. Dinadin, could you put in your fire resist order?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, get ready. Remember, we're going to collapse onto circle and avoid star.
I need to get closer.
Everybody stack on circle. Stack tight, stack tight. Drop that trap.
Go.
Yo, that was good.
Alright. Everybody back off. Misdirect. Lucky. Lucky.
Didn't touch him. They were dots from him from earlier.
Take 2 steps to your right. Thank you. Rinse and repeat. Nert, you might have Chartreuse, but I think you're okay.
I'm okay.
If we have Fear Word, get it up. Tremor Totem.
I do not have an AoE comp for this one.
Get ready for takeoff. You need to move to your right, Nerd. 3 steps, good. Here comes takeoff. Collapse, put the trap down. Get ready.
When we back away, go closer to the barrel.
Out, 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 out. Misdirect.
Nice, one more. Here we go.
Everybody go max distance from the tank. Be ready to taunt. Quintus, be ready to taunt if he comes this way. Go get him. Okay, you're good.
Dave, anything you have for that last wave?
Jarek, let's go ahead and heroism on the last, that 25% air phase.
Watch the breath. That's a good spot.
Range, don't
Tail
be in the middle,
swipe.
go left or right.
Move to your right.
Range, go left, range, go left. Don't be in the middle.
Haley's gonna have a dot on him from the tail swipe.
Don't forget to use your health stones if you need it.
Air phase in 3%.
There's a. Let's slow down DPS. Wait till that Chartreuse gone.
I got my soul stone up. I'm putting it on cover.
It is slow DPS. Wait till the Chartreuse around him's gone. Okay. Nert, run around it. Yeah, collapse on Nert at the wall on this near side. Get ready to move.
We're gonna want to move a lot closer to him whenever.
Go.
I need your help. That isn't ready yet.
Oh, we went way too far away. Everyone's getting fireballed.
All right, battle res.
What are you getting, Tesla?
Tesla. Battle res.
Pick him up.
Stabby.
We don't have a misdirect.
Pepper, if you have a battle res, get.
Yeah, we got it.
Do it. There's no more air phases.
Yep. Just keep your heels up. Innervates.
Do not worry about
Okay.
healing me when
You're
I
good.
tap.
All right, good job, guys. Slow and steady here.
We just ran the
Fear
wrong one.
ward. Fear ward. Tremor totem.
We just ran the wrong way on that last
Yeah,
separate.
I tried to say move towards the barrel, but everybody ran the other way.
You guys got this. 14%.
Just be ready for the fears, and if he gets turned, that's the biggest concern right now. Mana on our healers is looking good. Here's the fear.
Nice.
All right, good.
Good recovery.
Nert, you can take a step or two to your left. There you go. And you're good. That's the smoldering breath. Keep it up, guys. Healers are looking good. Move out melee or move through. You can run through that melee if you need to. Go ahead. Get to the other side and keep going. Here's the fear. Get ready. Yeah. Turn them. Melee. You're okay. Nerd far left. Yeah, you're gonna have to turn them. Stay out of here.
I'm out. Need a dispel though.
Melee's headed to the far side. Very good job, guys.
Not dead yet.
I told you we'd one-shot him.
10k. 8k, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dead. Great job, everybody.
Nicely done.
Wow. That was a killer.
I'd like to thank especially everybody, but especially Lockie. I think that the strat of stacking up on the wall made a huge difference.
Stone fight made a huge difference.
Great job, everybody. But yeah, stacking up that tight on the wall and then looking at the dragon to see as soon as he starts casting, run away is great.
Next time, we just have to watch where he is and run towards him instead of away from him, so we all don't get the devastating fireball.
That's awesome.
Well, technically we don't because we survived and killed him, even though that happened.
Okay.
You know, that's how good we are.
That's what I'm gonna do next time then.
Oh, okay. All right.
I want to live.
All right, I'm moving.
All right. So make sure you loot the boss. There's 2 possible quest items from him. One is a blazing signet. The other one is a faint arcane essence. Depending upon which attunement quests you're on. All right, let's do some loot and get out of here.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Exactly. Oh, another Back to the Future fan. I love it. All right, we are going to start. We're going to start with the chest guard of the Conniver. Prio for this is physical DPS. If you like this, main spectral.
Arnost? He's turning his nose up at it.
Well, congrats, Stabby.
Thank you.
All right. And then our last piece of gear for the night, we have the Ember Spur Talisman. This is prio to Shaman and Pally healers first, and then Druid and Priest healers second.
We have a pre-roll.
I'll count it. I'm feeling in a good mood. I wonder if Jarek wants it.
I'm not sure. I think we should average them, or should we take the lowest?
Definitely the lowest.
All right, congrats, Tesla. Beautiful. Great job, everybody. Did someone say in guild chat we got it?
Yes, we did. That means we have 4 groups that are 11 out of 11 in Kara.
Big shout out to Arnest. Thanks for coming in on just the last 2 bosses and helping us out, man.
Thank you, Arnest.
It's the most important boss for sure. Wow.
Yeah.
And I was talking about Prince because he dropped the mace, so I wasn't talking about that.
Thank you
He
very
dropped
much,
the wrong
everybody.
weapon. He was supposed to drop the dagger.
Excellent run, and like we said, that Nightbane is a progression boss, so we did the progression thing, which was wipe, 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 and make it, and that's a big chunk of the game. So good work.
We didn't even wipe that many times. That was, and each one got like except for the Ridius summon.
Yeah.
All the
The
rest got-
the heretofore banned Ridius summon. It's all just going to be like lore. It really doesn't matter who summons them. It's just Ridius will never be able to summon again.
It will never happen again unless I am the only resort for that specific boss.
Exactly.
Great night, everybody. Look forward to seeing you on Monday.
Ditto.